Well, hey there, everyone. How's it going? It's me, Carpo. It's Saturday for me, Friday afternoon, 2023, sometime in late April, April 21st to be specific, because yesterday was 420 and I celebrated by taking my bong to work and smoking weed all day. But that's another story altogether. I'm a carpenter by trade, so right now I've been working on tiny houses, and the reason I'm making this video is to talk a little bit about just inspiration and the motivation it takes us to do the things we want to do. Last night I had just this flash of inspiration to make, because okay, so working on all these tiny houses, we've done about 5 since I've been there in the last year or so, and we've built up and accumulated a lot of scrap. And most of this scrap is stuff that's, specific for what we're doing. So pieces of cedar siding that you can't really use anywhere else, things like that. And finally my boss had it, and he's like, all right, we're going to just give all this wood away. And so I said, all right, I'm going to take what I want. And I grabbed a bunch of random, usable material that I thought would be good, and said I'm going to build planters to take on tour this summer when I go see the last, quote, the final tour for Dead and Company, which is the rest of the Grateful Dead. Won't get into that detail, but we're going to the Gorge Amphitheater, and then we're going down to California. And my friend Scoey, who makes hats, shout out to Rag Hats, Hatz, Rag Hats. He makes some great, those, those various like patchwork hats that I wear are from my buddy Scott, and he's been working really hard to, build up an inventory for this summer. But for me, I make a lot of different art things, and I've always wanted to have enough motivation and enough confidence to sell them. So this year, that's what I decided to do. But anyway, I had this inspiration the other night to do Scarlet Begonias in a planter box. Now, Scarlet Begonias is a song by the Grateful Dead. I think it was Robert Hunter that wrote it, I'm not sure. But it's one of their most famous songs. And Scarlet Fire, or Scarlet Begonias and then Fire on the Mountain, are one of their most popular, 2 songs together. Anyway, I wanted to sell planters that had a Steely or a Steelier face, like a Grateful Dead symbol, at the shows. And I thought, how cool would it be to sell these little planters that actually have a plastic bag inside growing a scarlet begonia? And so that's my plan. So I've got these planters up here. I've got big ones, and I'm going to build a bunch of small ones as well. In fact, before I started this video, I just ripped a bunch of cedar down on my table saw and started working on this lattice. I don't know why, but I thought I'm just going to do this as a fun backdrop for my video. And I like making stuff. These little pieces of countertop right here, this was a butcher block countertop, just a couple of little scraps. My boss kept most of them because he wanted to do something with it, but I wanted to take them and take these countertops, rip them into strips, put them side by side, and make them into a cutting board, and then engrave like various symbols, like for the tour that we're going to, like Grateful Dead or Dead and Company Final Tour 2023. Anyway, things like this feel so cheesy to me sometimes because I don't like marketing. I don't like selling myself. I don't like making things just for a specific like event or cause. However, my passion is in sharing the things that I create, whether it be talking on video or making something with, wood or resin or anything else. And I like to share what I do, so that's my intention. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and build a bunch of these. I'm going to go ahead and label them as, Carpo Craft, and put them up for sale. So that's my self appreciation, if you will, and the effort that I put out. I don't want to be a starving artist. I want to be a successful artist. I've got a lot of things I want to do with my life, and it takes a lot of work, you know. Still got to work a regular job, but hopefully one day I can make my job my passion. I kind of do, but already, but I want to work for myself again, and that's tricky. So I'll talk to you next time. Peace. Thanks for listening. Be well.